Hello, welcome to the video. My name is Owen, and in this video I want to talk about just because we may have enough arsenic in our body to kill a horse through gradual adaptation and just from being poisoned regularly, which I've seen on television about, for example, does not mean that it's good for us in any stretch of the imagination. Similarly, if we eat a whole lot of junk and processed food and even cooked foods and gunk and a whole lot of stuff that's bad for our body, we do develop a resistance in the same way as alcoholics can eventually take loads to get them drunk, and why people who are cigarette smokers, why they may have to give up for a short while or for a while before actually smelling the smoke properly because they've been desensitized, and then when they start trying to smoke again they start coughing and spluttering and getting all phlegmy, or when they give it up then they start detoxing and they're all phlegmy and coughing and spitting up, So it's the same with cooked food addiction and processed food addiction. Sorry for the noise. We do develop a tolerance and an insensitivity where we become desensitized. It also desensitizes us emotionally also. So for example, for that person, the man whose wife was poisoning him daily in the hospital, the poor fella, she insisted on bringing in his meals and lacing it with arsenic. He had enough arsenic in his system to kill a horse. So that would have been stored in his bones, his ligaments, joints, tendons, and fatty tissue is coming out of his hair. Basically, it would have been stored in places, but that's very definitely not good for you at all. It's in your body, the body just trying to stay alive and put it in places of least harm to the human organism, the body. It's the same with cooked food, not a whole lot of junk and processed food. It's not good, we're desensitized, we're programmed, we're addicted, and it's a numbing agent of the powers that be. It makes us feel tired, lethargic, distracted, like addicts as well, we're distracted by it mentally and emotionally. And it's only until, well, woo! Sorry about that. That stuff will get stored in various parts of our bodies and all over our body because we do for so long. That's why people get sick and die young so early. Everybody, it wasn't like this decades ago. It's when the chemical era and the processed food era really kicked in, where it was much more dominant and predominant in the human race. And it's shown with iridology that we're getting a lot sicker and weaker in our constitutions with iridology, our genetical bank, our genetic bank of the human species. So it'll slowly seep in as you keep eating the wrong stuff over and over again. It'll seep in everywhere, all over your body, and you clog up and congest yourself with acids, and it'll make you sick, everybody. So let me just wipe this. I'm walking over here to cliff walk at the beginning. So that's all I want to say, everybody. Bear this in mind, because it's only truly when you give up something that you really know how attached or addicted you are to that mentally and emotionally and psychologically and physically. As I said earlier, when an alcoholic tries to give up alcohol, they'll get shakes and tremors, and it's the poison starting to leave their system. Their body's trying to eliminate it and get rid of it. When a smoker gives up smoke and smoking for a while, they notice they start to smell better. Then they smell smoke and it smells disgusting. They try and smoke it, they start coughing. And after they've given it up, they'll start eliminating a lot of phlegm because the body's trying to get rid of all the wastes, acids and toxins and crap, the chemicals. Thirdly, if you try and give up coffee, you'll possibly have a lot of coffee addicts, or I'm not trying to be bad, saying mean things. I'm just addicted to chai latte today, so I went without it. I just took some oranges. I'm not trying to be mean on anybody whatsoever. Addiction and addict is just a psychological state. I've no beef about it. It's just about being real. I'm just trying to be real in this video to empower us. Self-awareness, more energy, happier life, better emotional well-being. That's what I'm talking about, everybody. But I'm talking about the block here, the obstacle. The huge obstacle is what I'm talking about. All these psychological and emotional and physiological addictions. So, yeah, when you try and give up something, that's only when you can know how attached or addicted you are, for example. Then you'll see all the emotions and the mental stuff that comes up that you've basically been in a huge habit of trying to suppress and repress and oppress with your dumbing down of yourself through food. Or else another addiction. I'm not only just talking about food here, but food is the universal, obvious one that people don't even recognize or know or admit that they're hooked on. They're in a state of denial for sure. It's a socially acceptable drug, whereas cocaine, alcohol, heroin, well, alcohol is pretty socially acceptable, but all the other ones are like less socially acceptable. Does that mean alcohol is not a drug? Of course it's a drug. It's the number one drug for social violence, at-home abuse, and I think rape as well. It's really serious, and as well as causing liver disease and premature death, and just acting like a clown, having regrets, maybe drunk sex, babies, like unplanned pregnancies that, you know, between people who are not even going to stay together or maybe don't even know the person. So this is a serious topic, my friends. I'm not, as I said, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm trying to be real. Being real is being different than being negative. Sorry, being real is very different than being negative. That's what I wanted to say. So it's all about happiness, harmony, peace, awareness. It's all about goodness, everybody. I was going to say purity, but I mean like clarity of harmonious energy and vibration. So everyone, I challenge thee. I challenge you to give up a little bit of a habit or an addiction you got going. To be honest with yourself, but not to be self-critical. There's no like condemnation or criticism here on any of us. We all do our best. We're all products from our past, basically. But it's self-awareness, like I'm saying in this video, aka to a degree wisdom, which sets us free to choose different instead of being bonded and shackled by the past and what our ancestors and previous like family and parents and grandparents, etc, etc, etc did. So be free to choose and to create the life that you want, instead of just to be stuck in the life that you were born into and that society conditioned and raised you as. So I'm going to make so many more videos on different topics about this type of scenarios. I make a lot of videos about relationships, communication, self-empowerment, self-awareness, self-healing, as well as herbs, superfoods, detoxing, raw food diet, cleansing, fasting, intermittent fasting, and a lot of other stuff. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell button below for notifications on new videos, which will be rolling out generously in your direction. Lovely video, or lovely see. So also hit the like button please if you've liked the video, and I love it if you feel inspired to share with your friends, family or social media, but no problem if you don't. And other than that, have a lovely day and thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And have a beautiful day, because life's the best gift ever and everything happens in life. So being alive is the greatest gift, and there's so many beautiful things to be happy about and grateful for in life. So lots of love everyone, see you again.